Welcome to the Paradigm Shift, episode 45. No big deal. How you doing? Waiting for my partner in crime, the articulate alligator, the sex cheetah, big bad Dave Meltzer. Live here at the GSD Work Conference. More like a unbelievable, epic, iconic, legendary event full of Hall of Fame speakers. And there's Big Dave himself. We're gonna get him on right now. Again, only concern is that he's gonna look a little too handsome and make me look bad. D in the house, so no problem. Dave, I see you. Sex Cheetah. Bringing you on right now. No problem. Dave, send a request. You sex pistol. Bree in the house. Yes. All right, we're going to bring on Big Dave right now. Is he wearing the blessed hat? The blessed bat? I lost my mind, or did I find it? You hear me talking to myself like I lost my mind?
It's so good. How'd your speech go?
I think it went very well. The feedback was phenomenal. People coming up to me after, like I used to see to you, just with takeaways that really moved them. And it's really special, Dave.
Yeah, good, man. You look beautiful. So I saw some pictures and
Yeah.
look forward to watching the video, man. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, buddy. And I want to acknowledge you for a second because, you know, one thing that I don't have in this space is experience. And so what did I do when I realized that? Ego aside and sought out a mentor and none other than you. And you've just been such a bright light in my life in all areas, specifically the friendship, but in business and guiding me and I love you so much, and spending time with you is one of my great joys in life. So thank you for being you.
Yeah, man, it was really a good time hanging out, and your team's amazing. So I just really enjoyed all of them, and yeah, it was a high-powered group of people there, and was excited. I wish I could have stayed longer.
Yeah. You know what's interesting to me is seeing the different speakers go and just paying attention, observing. Everyone has a different style, right? Like the first two, John Maxwell and Jesse, it's the complete opposites, but obviously very effective. And then you, of course, and the rest of them. What's something that stood out to you in regards to the event?
A couple things. One, I do things differently. That stood out to me. Like everybody is their own person and they have their own style, but the messages are strong, and strong speakers have strong messages and always really resonate with me. I will tell you also that I get more nervous like watching you speak or Jesse speak or John Maxwell speak. Like I get more nervous than if I'm speaking, and it's almost because I don't want to I don't want to judge, you know what I mean? I want to enjoy like a speaker, but as a speaker, like I get nervous because I don't want to like qualify what they're saying or doing or whatever. And it's difficult because our natural instinct is to be comparative.
Yeah.
But my takeaway for the week applied there, and it's, struggle. You have two choices of struggle. You could suffer with discipline, or you can suffer with regret. One of the two has an outcome that exponentially is far better. And so I much prefer, and I suffer with discipline, and it's a superpower of yours as well. And, I don't see that in everyone. I see so many people suffering in regret instead of suffering in discipline.
Yeah, beautifully said. And also, I had the great fortune of attending your meetup in Atlanta. And one of the things you spoke about, which I thought was so cool, is in regards to people that bleed us. And I think this will apply for the audience right now. Everybody has those people in their life. And a lot of people don't know how to disconnect from them. And the way you worded it really hit home. And I wanted to make sure I brought it up today for the audience. When you fire people from your life, it's not their problem, it's ours, because we don't like the way that we feel when we're around them. And that's how you justify, right?
Absolutely. And I think it's even, if you want to put it into the aspect of time, it's look, I only get 24 hours of man-made constructive time a day, and I need to prioritize people to spend my time with, ideas to spend my time with, activity to spend my time with. And if you're bleeding me, then this is my problem. I just don't have enough time. And so I tell the people that either fall away or I fire from my life, look, this has nothing to do about you. This is the way that I feel and how I want to prioritize my time about how I feel. And I want to spend my time feeling good about myself and having people that make me feel better about myself, teach me things instead of lead me down the wrong path, or entice me to do things that aren't mine, because I have a weakness. My weakness is I like people to like me, and I have a weakness that I want to please people. So if they ask me to go places that I don't want to go, historically, energetically, genetically, I'm like, yeah, I'll go. And then I end up in situations I don't want to be in. And I got to make that conscious choice to separate myself from those people and those ideas.
Yeah, beautifully said. It's funny, you talk about liking things. You know what else I like? Watching you sip on a martini.
Yeah, a filthy martini. I'm a filthy martini drinker. I'm a dirty CEO. I have extra olive juice on the side. And yeah, I had a really good time. I think your team was very surprised to see me in the gym at 6 a.m. Eastern time
They were.
after I had a very productive, accessible, and gracious day. And so many people came. You know what's nice about the meetups for me is I get to find out what people are listening for. But I also, it's a great temperature gauge on where the brand's at. People are willing to drive 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and you can, load up a lobby and get kicked out of a hotel. The brand's moving somewhere. You're getting people fired up and engaged. And look, it took me years. I can't tell you that I didn't go to many hotel lobbies and there was 1, 2, or 3 people. And I took those people as seriously as I did with the 50 people that were there in the lobby at the Avalon in Alpharetta, Georgia, which is not in Atlanta proper even. In fact, Jakey Bakey wanted to do it at the stadium there, and because he wanted a lot of people and make it more convenient. But I'll tell you, people, they will come. It's like Field of Dreams, man. If you provide value, they will come.
Yes, they will. And it's interesting because I haven't been to that many live events, but as they're opening up now and just being around them, and I was saying this when I was speaking my speech today, like what's so beautiful is that everybody's there for different reasons, right? Everyone's in different chapters of their life, entrepreneurship, whatever the case may be, but the one common denominator that everybody has is growth. And it's just a different vibe, and it's just so special to be around.
Yeah, I just wish I could have stayed to watch you for 2 reasons. One, I would have been so proud of you. Two, I wanted to heckle you. I would have been in the crowd. Stand up, Craig Siegel, stand up. And you'd be like, I'm standing. Anyway, I want to shout out Sean Dill's in the house, one of my extreme partners. And I'm wearing this Travis Matthew jacket. They hooked me up with a whole bunch of the softest feeling, nicest looking gear that I've gotten. Man, what a great company these guys are, unabashedly pushing this brand shamelessly, because I love it so much. And they're not paying me to wear it. I wish they were, but they're not paying me to wear it. I just love it. What's up,
Yeah.
Dr. Sean Dill, the main man? What's going on?
All the jugs are out today. Jesse in the house. A thought just came to my head, and it's a little weird, but I'm gonna just say it
I
to
like
you.
weird.
I know you do. So, what about a live the paradigm shift event?
As long as somebody else puts it on, man. I am not an event planner. I'm not an event thrower. I'm a step on stage and show up and inspire and motivate people, educate people. That's what I do. But you can use that name. Yeah, whoever it is that wants. Maybe Sean Dill. He puts on amazing events. Maybe he wants to do a paradigm shift event with you, and I will show up for everyone. That's for sure.
How are you so handsome? What's your secret?
Genetics. I'm blessed to have an amazing looking family. I just wish they were taller.
Are you a blessed bat?
I'm a blessed bat. I'm an articulate alligator. I'm a sex cheetah. I'm a quantum quail. What other nicknames do you have for me?
Um,
A gracious guru. You haven't called me that one.
no, I haven't.
I'm the gratitude gator.
That's a good one. It's a really good one. You're a kind kangaroo.
Kind kangaroo, a handsome Harry.
We can go all day. Real quickly, let me get your predictions for the NFL playoffs this weekend, if you don't mind, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah, of course. So I'm blessed to have a Twitter Spaces show, by the way, every Saturday morning with the amazing Mike Tannenbaum, general manager of the Jets, executive of the Dolphins, analyst for ESPN. And I gave him my predictions. I'm going on the upset, Bill. So I want the Rams to win, but I'm afraid of the Niners. So I think the Niners are going to edge out the Rams, and another game that's aligned and very much what we saw last weekend. And then the surprise game is going to be Cincinnati beating Kansas City. I think they match up the young defense. I think they're going to cover Kelsey. They're going to cover Tyreek, and we're going to see an upset first game here in about a 50, well, tomorrow at noon. I forgot what day it is. I've been traveling from.
That guy, Joe Burrow, ain't playing around, Dave.
Yeah, he's like a Justin Herbert, but he has a better team around him.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up with this because I want to leave a final nugget.
Yeah.
You had the stuff that you talked about in your keynote yesterday was some different stuff than I've heard before, and I've been around you a lot. Any gems from that specifically you want to leave with the audience?
Yeah, I try to delve into how important routine is. And that's where the suffering of discipline came from and the suffering of regret. And I think so many people have a difficult time because they work with time and discipline under a man-made concept or a paradigm that isn't real. And I start by saying, hey, only write down the notes that resonate with you, create a system to find those notes that resonate with you. And then let me change your entire perspective of the activities that you have during the day by telling you your day doesn't have to start in the morning, right? My day starts at night. I have an unwinding routine, and routines are essential because they allow you to suffer with discipline, which have a much greater result than suffering with regret. And so I go through the aspects of how to utilize time with the reconciliation of faith. And there was a very faith-based audience, so I did change it up a little bit because I love talking about faith. I love talking about something bigger than me that loves me as much as my mom loves me, and I really drove those two things home: the man-made construct of time and the speed of light with the speed of thought, the speed of God, the speed of source, and being a resource and utilizing routine and discipline in that manner.
Yeah, you're a grateful goose. We always have guests on now, and the show is really growing. We got some big surprises coming up. But I got to tell you, it was good to just kind of reconnect, just me and you, and just have a little intimate solo session today.
Yeah, and look, you're more dressed up than I am, so you can't see. Look, your shirt is buttoned. You're wearing a suit. You look amazing. I was the one on stage looking like the traveling tirade. There is awesome. I enjoy seeing you. We should make sure that every once in a while we just do a paradigm shift with you and I, even though we bring on world famous guests and extreme thought leaders. It's nice just to touch base, you and I, and really help people. Everybody can reach out to your text number there below. I'm at david@dmeltzer.com, both of us of service, and so proud of you, man. It's been a journey. I love that you have. I think the biggest lesson I've seen you learn. How many paradigm shifts have we done?
This is number 45.
So number 45. Within 45 paradigm shifts, Craig Siegel has learned how to reconcile persistence, which he is one persistent, disciplined dude, with patience. And that is not an easy lesson to teach the persistent platypus, Craig Siegel. Now he's the patient platypus.
To be honest with you, one of the most challenging lessons that I learned and from you is patience and surrender and flow.
Yeah, it doesn't equate to being badass, hard-hitting, persistent Wall Street guys, but it sure does benefit itself exponentially. It makes things so much easier. So my message for everything and everyone today: suffer with discipline like Craig and I. Don't suffer with regret. Much better outcomes.
I love you, you sex squirrel.
That's because I have a furry tail. Thanks, man.
I love you, Dave. Thank you for the time today, and we'll chat later.
Chat later. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Bye, buddy. The Paradigm Shift, episode 45 in the books. No big deal. He's still there. He's relentless. Back at the GSD Summit in Atlanta, Georgia. Just nothing but a bunch of legends and juggernauts. Keynote on stage today, this morning. Feedback off the charts, just moving people and just being around people that are making a difference in this world. It's what it's all about. And the best part is straight up, not to sound too cliche, but we're just getting warmed up. We continue to spread the impact, extend the reach, and hopefully be of significance, as John Maxwell said, and just make a difference in this world. So as you can tell, I love this stuff. I love Big Bad Dave and the Paradigm Shift, episode 45 in the books. We'll see you next week. Love you guys.